I'm going to share my screen. Aloha, everybody. We're going to give it just a minute as our attendees are joining our webinar. And we'll get underway shortly to unveil the beautiful 2022 calendar of student art. Good afternoon, everybody. Aloha and welcome. I'm Beth Tokioka. I'm the Communications Manager for KIUC. And we are so happy that you joined us for the 2022 Calendar of Student Art Awards presentation. This is our 19th annual Calendar of Student Art contest, and it's the second time we've done it virtually. We are recording the presentation and we'll make it available on our website so that our parents and teachers can share it with their family and friends who missed it in this live presentation. We do miss holding this event in person. Normally we're at the Kauai War Memorial Convention Hall and everybody's there and we have wonderful food to eat. But because of COVID, we wanted to keep our community safe and we opted again for virtual this year. We do want to thank all of the teachers for stepping up and taking time to submit their students' artwork. We know teachers have a lot going on these days. We had more than 700 entries this year. That was really amazing, more than double what we had last year. And so we are really pleased that the participation was so high. We do want to thank parents and guardians also for encouraging their children to submit artwork. And we just had so many wonderful entries. I'm sure when we get a chance to hear from our judges that they're going to attest to how difficult it was to make those selections. So we want to thank everyone for being flexible and enthusiastic in spite of all the challenges, and thank you for rising to the challenge. We also want to recognize today, hopefully Penny Nichols is with us. She recently retired from Island School, and she has supported the calendar contest since the beginning and has cultivated so many of our island's young artists. And Penny, we appreciate all you've done for art on the island and really wish you the best in all of your future endeavors. Behind the scenes is KIUC's Public Affairs Specialist, Shelly Pike. Shelly is here with us. Shelly, raise your hand. She handles everything from soup to nuts here, coordinates the contest, does an amazing, amazing job. And I just can't thank her enough for the love that she puts into our calendar every year. And also our amazing graphic designer, her name is Amy Devitt. She is amazing. She makes everything that we do look fantastic, not just the calendar, but also Currents Magazine, our brochures, our ads. Mahalo, Amy, for all that you do. So we have some special folks with us here today on our Zoom panel. We have, first of all, several of our board members. We have, I'm just going to go in the order that I see them on my screen. So we have Dee Kroll. Can wave your hand. Hi, Dee. We have Janet Cass, Calvin Murashigi, Peter Yukimura, Alan Smith, our board chair. We have Phil Takbian, who will also be our MC today, Jim Mayfield.
Where's your old Jim just came on?
And David Iha is also with us. We also have our president and CEO, David Bissell. David, thank you to all. You know, I just can't say enough for the support that our board and our CEO have for this calendar. Without them, it wouldn't happen every year. And of course, we have with us our judges, our amazing, wonderful judges, Carol Kahn and her daughter, Lisa Kahn Mako, who have been with us for so many years as judges, just really the last 2 years have been heroes to keep our calendar project running. So thank you so much. This is the second year that we've been receiving the artwork electronically. Normally we have them submitted in person, and we have hundreds, literally hundreds of pieces of art spread out on tables in a big room. And these two ladies walk around the room and do the magic that they do in judging. But we did it electronically, and we had some challenges. We had so many submissions that all had to be downloaded from our website. Shelley separated them all into folders and organized them according to grades so that our judges could view them. And each entry was renamed, just so you know, with a number that corresponded to a master list, and it was all anonymous. So our judges never know the name of the artist when they're judging. It's a pretty amazing process. And then we had our judges actually come in here to our offices to view it on a large screen. So Shelley projected it up onto a screen, and they just literally spent hours, 3 days, just poring over the artwork to make their selections for the calendar. It's quite a process. Lisa and Carol, in a minute, well, we're going to get to showing the artwork in a moment, but I wanted to offer you the opportunity to say a few words if you'd like, about this year's experience, the calendar, anything you'd like to share.
Start.
Yes.
I wrote a little something. Each and every year, we have found it extremely difficult to choose the one piece out of the tens and hundreds of artworks per class to represent that particular grade for the next calendar of student art. And this year was no different. To add to this challenge, to not being able to see the physical work of art, except in rare cases, safety precautions set in place to protect the children, schools, assisting participants have created a virtual world in which we may see a flat dimensional form, denying us the direct access to oils, acrylics, pastels, collages, exact brush strokes, pen and pencil strokes, as well as the 3D aspects of intriguing mixed media, ceramics, and such. And yet, KIUC has set up an incredible experience for us jurors. Each artwork was beautifully photographed to be displayed larger than life, so we may spend time with our reactions, thoughts, feelings, carefully choosing and examining why we chose each piece. In truth, what we wanted the students to know. In truth, each student participating in the KIUC Calendar Student Art Contest is indeed a winner. There were 700, as you have said, and we have had more than 1,000 in past years. For it takes a sense of courageous adventure, an inward look at the creative possibilities, and a dedication to strive for excellence, all the qualities of a true winner. And so we wanted to say mahalo to all the children, all the students that entered. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really important to keep all of that in mind. And there's so much talent. You know, we wish we could acknowledge every single one.
Right.
You know, for the students that are chosen to be included in the calendar, it is quite an honor. We hope that you feel very, very proud of it. We distribute more than 24,000 calendars every year. And so, you know, it's something to be proud of, something to include on your resume going forward. One of the things that is key to the success are our teachers. We want to acknowledge all the teachers who engage their students in the contest. And we know that the teachers never get enough credit for the job that they do. And we want you to know how much we appreciate your commitment to the calendar of Student Art Contest. So now we're going to commence with acknowledging our winners. I'm going to be pulling up some graphics of all the different winners, and I'm going to turn it over to our board member, Phil Takbian, who does the honors for us every year. And Phil is going to identify the student artist, and then Lisa and Carol are going to say a few words about each of the pieces, about what really made it special. So take a moment here to share my screen. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to let Phil take it over.
Thank you, Beth. We'll start with our monthly winners. These winners will each receive a check for $100 along with a medal that we will send to them in the mail. Following that, we'll acknowledge our grand prize winner. The grand prize winner will also receive a check for $100 along with a trophy. And finally, we will acknowledge our honorable mentions, who will also receive checks for $50 and a medal. But before we do that, I'd like to again thank our judges, Lisa Khan Maku and Carol Khan. Thank you very much for your service. So let's begin with the winner of the calendar cover. It goes to a kindergartner at Kauai School, Hi'ile o ke aloha pilimau Brune.
Go ahead, Marjorie. Hi, Hi'ile. We wanted to say the kindergarten class is one of the most difficult to choose from, as these young students, for the most part, have not had their boundaries curtailed. What they have to say, they say it, with forms and colors that make you giggle and sometimes gasp. Hi'i's painting truly represents all the kindergartners with her bright outlook on the world. Her use of color is playful, though you can see this young artist was very serious in how she applied them. Strong, vibrant, and mahalo, Hi'i.
The winner for January, first grader at Kanui Kapono Public Charter School, Zaira Mahina Yamamoto.
Zaira. This is a multimedia art piece which took us by surprise, as the sophistication in its creation seemed beyond the normal grasp of a first grader. Drawings, cutouts, collage, and acrylics layered and assembled together to form a wonderful piece. Zaira, we may have many questions to ask of you, a sign that your artwork is still out there and vibrating with color and life. Thank you, Zaira.
For February, second grader from Wilcox Elementary School, Riley Yu.
Hello, Riley. The strong, bold form of these three vases and their flowers stood out immediately. You're a young artist, Riley. It was clear in your definition, no muddiness allowed, interesting in your shading, highlighting your primary colors, and the addition of purple to that one vase of more intricate design, and the fuchsia pink of your background created a remarkable piece. Mahalo, Riley.
Okay, now for the month of March, third grader at Hanalei School, Kialia Menendez.
This is the one. Wow, Kaelia, a multi-hued Kauaian sunset, probably being watched by all those people standing under cover on the Hanalei Pier. What appealed to us was the use of Impressionism to showcase the vibrancy of the sun, sky, and Moana Makana reflected across the waters of Hanalei. You must have a keen eye, Kaelia, to have caught this vision on your many trips to the ocean. Mahalo, Kaelia.
Okay, and the winner for April is Raiden Pike, fourth grader at Kilauea School.
Raiden. We actually thought this beautiful watercolor was done by an older student. It is that well done. Your perspective is well delineated by the softness of your washed background, brush strokes deepening to the center, grounding your art, creating a sense of place, while brush tips of color seem to dance in the foreground. A very beautiful piece, Raiden. Mahalo.
For the month of May, fifth grader at Kikaha School, Naomi Francisco.
Yes, this was drawn on a computer, one of two chosen in the medium this year. And yes, we did verify with the art teachers that the work is completely hand-drawn and not the result of a cut and paste. As computer art is now accepted, established, and respected here at KCC, the University of Hawaii, among other Hawaii schools and mainland schools, we've had to move forward and look at its possibilities. Naomi's art is well drawn. The anime perspective comes through in design, fashion, the hair and clothing, and especially in movement. Seemingly coming from another dimension, we welcome this character into ours. Mahalo, Naomi.
Okay, the winner for June is a sixth grader at St. Catherine's School, Naya Char.
Naya, can't wait to hear the reactions and responses to your art. This is a fabulous piece. Shapes and forms, plants and animals, organic, and these colors, all of it fits so well together. Abstract is difficult to explain without the input of its creator. Maybe it needs no so-called explanation. I think it relies on the eyes, mind, and heart of the beholder. Does it stand up as a whole? We thought this one does. Let's present it to the calendars, viewers, and hear what they say. Mahalo, Naya.
The winner for July is Zanya Spencer, seventh grader at Kapa'a Middle School.
Yes, this is our second piece of hand-drawn art on a computer. Zanya, this is a very playful piece, which seems to be saying more about love and friendship than about the outer world spaces they are existing in. Scraped knees and bandages, we guess they've gone through a lot together. We're ready for friendships like this. Mahalo, Zanya.
Representing the month of August is an eighth grader and art student at 10,000 Hands Art Studio, Madeline Eddy.
Hi, Maddie. We laughed out loud on first seeing this drawing. An ingenious idea. The red bow, such a gift, excitement and anticipation, all reflected in your pooch's eyes, his wet tongue. How long will he run on endless gears of motion going nowhere before he realizes the truth? Ooh, Maddie, a very funny piece. Mahalo.
The winner for September is Wailani Ulan Ulan, ninth grader at Kapa'a High School.
As we've seen from past years, Wailani, she has vivid and unconventional imagination. Unafraid to paint herself right in the midst of unique and sometimes eccentric artistic situations, she allows her mind the freedom it needs to express herself, as well as staying mindful of the artistic structure needed to tell her story. We look forward to her future creations. Mahalo, Wailani.
Okay, the winner for October, Ekolu Martinez the third, 10th grader at Kauai New Century Public Charter School.
I want you to know, Ekolo, that this was in contention for a grand prize. Ekolo shows us a sophisticated and elegant use of pastel, both soft and edgy. The intensity that Ekolo drew held us captivated and entranced. Unique in its study of just an eye, partial brow, and cheekbone, it tied us to the moment. Mahalo, Ekolo. Very beautiful.
Okay, for the month of November, 11th grader at Island School is Rain Wells.
Hi, Ren. A very difficult year to judge 11th grade. The piece is mind-bending. Ren has also showcased in the KIUC calendar for many years now and continues to inspire and evolve, showing the truth of the creation of the young student's artistic life. It's not stopping here. Destined to seek out those along the same path, we're sure Ren will be a shining star for a long time to come. We found this an exceptional piece, form and color matured. A modern piece, tactile, spellbinding. Is this Ren looking from behind her mind created structures being held in or breaking out? Only Ren can tell us. Mahalo, Ren.
Okay, for the month of December, 12th grader at Kapa'a High School, Disa Tatofi.
Disa. Drawing with pen and ink is an arduous task, and we commend you for taking it on. The subject matter gave us pause. Where in your mind did you find these ruins from rich era, a moat of Kauai? Interesting as to how you showed us depth and movement and life and the crumbling, amid the crumbling. Mahalo, Deesa.
And now our grand prize winner, a senior at Kauai High School, is Molly Wallace.
Molly, this piece is both strong and gentle, soft, delicate lines and shading, and wonderful detail, creating unique and beautiful expression in both portraits. As a whole, sharing much deeper messages about our differences and, more importantly, our similarities.
Molly, you show incredible potential and promise, and you should create a mandate for yourself to make sure that you grow and go in the direction of art and not deter from that. This is a fabulous piece and we commend you for it. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And there you have all of the winners for the calendar for our coming year. Did we miss any month? We got them all every month.
Got them all.
Recognized. Okay. I don't want to miss anybody. Okay, now let's go on to acknowledge all of the students who have received honorable mentions. I'm going to start off with Pi'ilani Taniguchi Butler, homeschooled third grader, and Kyra Terui, second grader at Wilcox Elementary School.
Wonderful pieces. Pi'ilani, your portrait honoring Prince Kohio. Very important, very deep feeling. The portrait has a wonderful expression and stands out against the soft background. Difficult to do with the pencils, and imagine this is a third grader, so pretty incredible. The face, the eyes, all of that going to the expression that I mentioned. So, and Kyra, also another young one, a second grade. This collage is playful shapes in the pose. I love the cut grass and the moon standing out, the soft background once again. The evokes confidence, fun, and contentment. Really great. Thank you.
Also, Kenzie Stambaugh, 11th grader at Kauai High School, and Riley Fabiana, homeschooled 9th grader.
Yes. Kenzie's piece, I was taken with the shine on the bucket, that choice of that deep red, the shine, the wetness of it, the water, the bold colors really captured a moment of this child playing quietly. The use of bold color, shading, the shapes is very interesting, and wonderful job. Riley's piece, incredible detail, colorful, created texture, especially on the tree. There's a lot of detail that created that to stand out to me. The overall feeling of contentment, of happiness, of playfulness, and very nice. Thank you so much.
Okay, next is Miles Hicks, third grader at St. Catherine's School, and Cameron Yates, 7th grader at Chiefs Kamakahele Middle School.
Yes, Miles' piece, this is a wonderful, great jellyfish. The color tones, the choice of color, the way the colors applied and the lines are drawn, it's creating a wonderful movement and energy. I really enjoyed looking at that piece. Cameron, you can tell this piece, you spent a lot of time getting the perspective correct, the lines, the boldness of the colors. It's a very clever idea. It's a fun piece, and it's executed wonderfully. So good job. Thank you.
Next, we have Kenna Silva, third grader at Kapaa Elementary School, and Matarangi Kitashima, kindergartner at Kanui Kapono Public School.
Nicely done, Kenna. This waterfall in the background. Once again, the color choices, the perspective that you worked on, composition. For me, the lovely feeling of tranquility, beauty, peacefulness really stood out for me there. Great job. And Matarangi, this terrific kindergartner, vibrant color choice, the way it's all out there with energy, very interesting to look at, vibrant, alive piece and fun.
And our second choice for the cover.
And our second choice
Nice
for the cover.
It
Yeah.
really was.
Really good job, everyone. Thank you.
And now we have Joanne Aguinaldo, second grader at Kilauea School, and Felixia Alverdes, eighth grader at Kapa'am Middle School.
Yes, Joan, there's a beautiful control in your medium here. It's all done with pen ink and crayon. You can tell that you really took your time on this, on the composition, on the placement of all the shapes and details, the rounded soft shapes of the dogs and the moon against the sharper shapes of the leaves and the border. And with all those details, everything stood out. It's a wonderful piece. And Felicia, something about this piece, it's a very unusual choice of subject and colors. It's very interesting to look at. There was great effort in creating a mood and working with the shading and the subject matter. And I want to congratulate you, Felicia.
Okay, now we have Leua Mahilona Taylor, first grader at 10,000 Hands Art Studio, and Elise Lawhorn, fourth grader at Island School, an art student in 10,000 Hands Art Studio.
Yes. Elise?
No, go ahead.
I have here that I'm looking at Elise's piece here, the love of animals. The joy is evident. Funny and fun details like the cat paws scratching down on the lampshade, a little kitty peeking over the fence. I don't know if everyone can see that. Your personality and the personality of each of the animals really shines through. And there's a lot of joy and fun and happiness in this piece. Really great job. Thank you. And Taimana.
Yeah.
Taimana is a bold, graphic, wonderful color choice here. The bold stamen, tall and detailed, sprouting out from the middle of the large, soft, open petals of the hibiscus. I found it very interesting and couldn't look away. Congratulations to both of you.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm looking at a different script here. Our next is Manoa Shallon, fifth grade, Hanalei Elementary School, and Liliana De Souza, 11th grader at Island School.
Manoa, this is interesting and fun paper sculpture. We don't really see a lot of this, and it stood out to us right away. The color, I love the color choices, very creative, unique, creating this wave out of the flat paper and giving us, it's so simple, and yet it gives us this wonderful sculpture. I love the detail and thinking out of the box and, well, off the page. Liliana, this is a mesmerizing piece. Elegant, beautiful lines, a mature choice of color. There's a softness in evoking intrigue and mystery. You're creating dimension and sculptural effect through the use of color and through your elegant lines. It's definitely evoking an emotion. It seems very on purpose, your play of paper with the sculptural dimension and the very beautiful features. Can't say enough about that piece. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Okay, now we have Kiana Sumida, second grader at King Kaumuali'i Elementary School, and Sheer De La Cruz, first grader at Island School.
Oh. This is one happy, vibrant sun. This is a terrific, there's a terrific graphic quality of this piece. The sun rays literally fill the space of the whole piece. Great colors, very fun, very happy. I could look at this all day. Shire de la Cruz, intricate detail with many drawings and the leaf prints in this collage. There is really a lot going on and a lot of detail, and these are young children, first and second graders. So congratulations. Wonderful.
And now we have Maya Claypes, fourth grader at Color Hill Elementary School, and Sophia Lorraine Durish, fourth grader at Color Hill Elementary. And
Maya,
yeah, now Melihua Mahilona Taylor is there. I introduced her earlier. Okay, first grader at 10,000 Hands Art Studio.
Maya, great piece. Your work with perspective stood out for us, and the bold color, the kitties, they really are, they are adorable, but there's more going on there. Your colors, your detail, the overall feeling, each of the cats with their personality. I love the yellow boots leaving water puddle on the floor. But there really is a lot going on here with perspective and shape. Really well done. Thank you. Sophia Lorraine. This is a very wonderful piece, evoking tranquility. Is a lovely, once again, playing with perspective and elegant lines. I like the composition. I like the shapes. I like the line drawing. It definitely sets that mood with the umbrella girl. Yeah. Enjoyed that piece.
Lehua. My goodness. Lehua is only in first grade, and her creation, we actually called her teacher at 10,000 Hands to make sure that this was all her own creation, her own imagination, her own drawing. And they verified that it was. She is really done a piece of mastery with this piece. It's a three-dimensional piece in many ways. It's got batiks on either side that she added, along with collage work in the words, but all the drawings are hers. They're very, very well done. Thank you, Lehua.
So now we have Malin Ventura, ninth grader at Island School, and Aliyah Evslin, second grader at Island School.
Malin, I love this piece, the high contrast, the bold and unusual angle in your composition, this scratchboard guitar. I love the fingers and the hands in this piece. And it's very bold, very interesting, and I could sit with it for a very long time. I enjoyed it so much. Thank you. Aliyah, last but not least, this is a wonderful mixed media. Your choice of the red door, love that. Lots of vibrant, happy color in this collage and painting. Just a wonderful piece and a great way to round out the calendar. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you.
And there you have it, all of our recipients for our calendar for this coming year. And that before for this calendar program. Back to you, Beth.
Unmute myself again. Thank you so much, Phil. Thank you so much to our judges for walking us through those amazing, beautiful pieces of art. We're just thrilled to share it. And once again, we want to mention that this presentation, this recording will be available on the KIUC website. We will share it on our Facebook page. And I think I probably should have email addresses for all who were registered today. So we'll send the link out to you so that you can share it with your family and friends. So before we close, I want to thank once again our teachers and principals. Want to thank all the students, of course, for their participation. All the parents and family members who joined us today and support these students, our judges, of course, Carol and Lisa, our board of directors, and our CEO, David Bissell, and our board members who joined us today, Dee, Janet, Cal, Peter, Alan, Phil, David, and Jim. Of course, Shelley, for all of her hard work, our graphic designer, Amy, and Penny Nichols, we hope you're watching. Thank you so much again. Enjoy your retirement. We so appreciate everything you've done to support our program and really supported our artists. So we do want to let you know that our calendars will be reaching you in the mail very shortly. You should be able to enjoy them for Christmas and the holidays. We want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us this evening.
The holidays.
Aloha.
Aloha.